Well, it's winter again. Now I gotta go shopping. Okay, we'll let that warm up a little bit. Well, we're getting a bit of winter again here, and I'm heading down. I need to get some materials. We've had some pretty good weather here for the last week or so. Unseasonably high temperatures, and now today we're back into the snow again. It's not that cold, but it's gonna make a mess of the roads. I'm gonna slip into four-wheel drive here. Got a couple of hills coming up. So it's a little shopping trip today. Today is Tuesday, and we have a store in town here locally that it's called Rona, and that's the equivalent to a Lowe's in the United States. And first Tuesday of the month, every month, is Senior's Day. So as a senior, you go in and you get 15% off of everything that you buy. So we've had some comments on the channel about, you know, purchasing materials, and I've had some comments that, you know, you must get better prices on supplies because you're a contractor and stuff. And the way it's gone around here anyways is contractors don't really get deals anymore. We don't have any more old-fashioned lumber yards around anymore, and you know, everybody goes to the big box centers, and you know, they have their pro deals. They have you can get a contractor account, and I'm a contractor. I qualify. I have a corporation and everything that I do these little projects through, and it doesn't really benefit me much. For example, at Home Depot, it just gets me a priority parking spot, and there's not really any deals. So, you know, if you're shopping for supplies for your project, you can get just as good of deals as I can, or most contractors can. Boy, it's really piling up in here. So one of the deals that I work is, like today, I'm going to get a 15% discount because it's Senior's Day, and that's available to people 55 degrees or 55 years old and older. Home Depot has a thing where they have offered 10% discounts sometimes if you use a card. They have a promotion if you use their credit card. And you know, that deal is better than any discount that you can get going there as a, you know, as a contractor. So you know, just there's not a lot of deals like that. So, and of course, you know, all of the stores have things go on sale. So for example, today I'm heading down to get the stuff to do my drywalling. So I'm gonna get that in the house today. It's you know, I need all the drywall mud and corner beads and all that kind of stuff. And it's already 25% off, just a regular price. Anybody can get that today. So I'm gonna see, hopefully I can get my 25% discount off the regular price plus my 15%. Sometimes I get away with that, sometimes I don't. It's called double dipping. Yeah, this is slippery here. So I'm taking a few days off. It's tax season here. We're just getting into tax season in Canada. And for my company, my corporation, my year end has been, and my deadline is coming up at the end of the month for paying all my balances and filing all my stuff. So I have to meet with my accountant, and so I have to do, you know, a bunch of stuff to get ready to meet with him. So I'm taking a few days off, and also had a few things at home I had to catch up on. And you have to do that every once in a while. But things are moving right along there. We had a little bit of a delay, a little bit of slow there with a few things with the electrical and plumbing. We ran into a few little extra things there that we had to take care of. But we're getting pretty close to doing refinishing those interior walls. And so today we're getting the supplies for that, to do that. So the next video is going to be electrical. We're going to finishing up the electrical, so I'm just going to do a little review of that with you. Our plumbing is done pretty much except for changing the main lines. So we're going to have a video coming up on the electric, finishing up the electric, and a video coming up on you know, changing those main water lines underneath the floor and hooking up to all those new appliances, fixtures that we've installed there. And then after that, we'll be getting into the refinishing of the walls. And the video for that one is going to be quite detailed. So the last couple of videos I put up have been kind of a little bit more technical and, you know, a little bit more in depth. This last one on installing the bathtub was, you know, quite long. And unfortunately, when you do those kinds of videos, you know, they get long. And so, you know, I'm just trying different things here and just kind of see what kind of reaction I get from it. And you know, to kind of help me figure out what I'm gonna put up for you folks as we go forward here. So if you're liking the content, you know, let me know in the comments. Really helps when you hit that like button. And if you're not a subscriber, that really helps the channel out when we get you to subscribe. You know, none of that costs you anything, but it sure helps out the channel. Alright, so I'm just going to turn the camera off here now. I'm just getting on my way up to the store there to do some shopping, to the building center, and I'll bring you back here. So we're getting pretty close to the building supply store here. So a lot of people, I don't know, especially a lot of contractors, they will kind of get in a rut and they shop only at one place. I don't do that. I can't say that I have loyalty to any one store. We have 3 big box store building centers in our community. We live in a pretty good sized metropolitan area here, and so we have 2 Home Depots, and we have this Rona store that I'm going to, and then we have another one that's, I think, probably just a kind of a Canadian store. It's called Home Hardware, and that's a pretty good building center. My lights and things like that, you know, I get those, I buy quite a bit of that kind of stuff at Costco. I'm a Costco member, and you know, you get little perks if you're a member. I'm an executive member, so you know, you get discounts and stuff every once in a while, which really helps. So up here on the right is that home hardware store, and the one on the left where I'm going here now, this is the Rona store. Again, Rona is owned by Lowe's, so this is the Canadian version of Lowe's. Come around here and show you the front of the store. Yeah, so this is it. This is a Rona. This is a major home improvement place. For those of you that are interested in kind of the technical side of this filming YouTube business, camera I'm using today is my new GoPro. So this is a GoPro Hero 8 Black, and it's my first GoPro. I've never owned a GoPro before, but I'm controlling it off of my cell phone. So if you can see here, this is my cell phone, and this is the app on my phone that I can control my GoPro. So what you're seeing on the screen, I can see what's on the screen of my GoPro, which is sitting up on my head. This is the screenshot right here, and then I can control it here. So this is my record button. I've got the red square there, which tells me that it's recording. And if I push that button, it'll stop recording, and then I can do all kinds of controls, settings and stuff on the camera off of my phone. All right, so I'm gonna go inside now and do some shopping, and I'll catch up with you in a bit here. Okay, so I got my shopping done, and you can see there I got all my drywall supplies. Also got a bit of garbage and stuff in there from some work I was doing around home on the weekend. Alright, so now we are going to drive over to the job site. So Seniors Day, it's always kind of fun to go in there because they have a coffee counter set up for the senior customers, and a coffee and a cookie. So I had my coffee and my cookie, and another thing they do is as you're going out, they give you a free plant. And so today I got something called a lipstick plant. It's a tropical, so I'm not sure what that is. I'll take it home, give it to my wife. So I didn't get the double dip. The drywall mud was the only stuff that was on sale today, and So the drywall mud was 20% off. I got 10 of those. So basically I saved like 5 of those. So I saved about $50 because of that being on sale. And then I bought some plumbing supplies, pressure reducer valve. I'll show you when we get to the hot water tank where that goes, you know, hooking all that plumbing up. Got some drywall tape, but basically the total with tax there is $512.67. So you can see the actual cost of the goods after the discount was $457. And then in Canada we have something called goods and service tax, and then we have a provincial sales tax. So you can see there's like $55 in tax on top of that $457. So there it is there. Today I saved $96.87 by shopping today. If I'd have gone in tomorrow, it would have been more than that. It would have cost me more than that. Okay, so we're still on 4x4. Now we're going to head over to the project. So another thing that I have bought and have got over at the project that's waiting for me is I bought my paint on the weekend. So I use Sherwin-Williams paints. It's the paints that I like to use, and I use their kind of their mid-level paint. I use the super paint. Actually, I've got some down here on the floor that was left over, but I already have the paint that I bought over at the project. So I saved. They ran a sale for, I think it's 4 or 5 days. They ran the sale as 40% off. And so I bought my paint for the house is already over there, and it cost me, it was about $600 for 23 gallons of paint. And you know, that's good paint. That's not cheap paint. You know, so that's how you can save money. You know, 40% is substantial. You know, that would have been, you know, $1,000 worth of paint if I wouldn't have bought it on sale. You know, I paid $600. Okay, so we're gonna head over there and unload the truck. I can't leave this stuff in overnight. It's not freezing right now, but it's gonna freeze overnight, and I don't want my paint to freeze, and that drywall mud can't freeze. So I'm gonna get a little closer to the project. I'll put the camera back on and kind of show you as we're coming in there. So this is really slippery here. It's warm enough to make it really slick. That snow comes down and it compacts from the vehicles, and yeah, it makes it pretty slick. But we should almost be done with our winter weather now. Another few weeks, and typically we would have the snow will be gone and we'll start to see some blooms. Our winters are pretty short-lived here. So I got my little window, sliding window open at the back here. I don't know if you can see in the mirror there, but I've got some 8-foot corner bead, and my box is only 6 feet. So I open up the slider window and I bring them in beside me here. So you might hear a little bit of road noise through that open window in the back there. So this is the lake. Some of our videos you'll have seen that lake from you know, from the project there, especially when we were up on the roof. So this is the lake, and we actually have a bridge that goes across the lake to connect the two sides of the lake. It's a floating bridge. And so this is a huge lake. It's long and narrow. 1,200 feet deep in places, and it's about 90 miles long, something like that. Yeah, this is slippery here. I'm in four-wheel drive and I've taken my traction control off. Even there I felt a little bit of a slippage. Okay, I'm going to turn off the camera here and concentrate on my driving. Okay, so we're just coming into the park here where the project is. I'll just take you for a little drive through here. Along the right side here, we've got a creek. So there's 80 homes in this park. A couple ducks on the road there. Stopped snowing. It's supposed to stop for a while. It's supposed to start again tonight. You can see a couple little roads going down here. And then there's ahead of us and to the right there's a couple more. This park was built in the late 1980s. So most of these homes in here are, you know, in the early 90s. You might recognize this home over here where the lady's cleaning her truck off. That's one of our projects from before. And then up here on the right, that's our project that we're currently working on. Okay folks, so I'm gonna get unloaded here and I'll be back with you. Okay folks, so I got everything unloaded here. It's the drywall compound and drywall stuff that I bought today. The paint I bought on Friday. And so part of the purchase today was these are the corner beads here that we're going to be using when we get to that taping. And I bought this thing today too. This was $77 minus 15%. So this is a pressure reducing valve that will go on the main water line. So this is how I buy the filler for doing the the walls, and getting ahead of myself again a little bit here, but there's the drywall tape. You know, I buy it in these boxes and it's pre-mixed in there, and so from there it goes out of the boxes into a pail and I mix it up and then I spread it out from there. I'm gonna get into this, you know, quite detailed, folks, when we get to that point, but you can see here I'm using an all-purpose joint compound, and that's the one that you want to use. There's different kinds of joint compound, and for this whole system to work, you know, to get these walls looking the way they should, you have to use the right products, otherwise your system will fail. So this little video here was kind of about shopping and some shopping tips. And so just, you know, this pile of stuff here that I picked up on Friday and today, you know, I don't need it yet, but it was on sale, and so, you know, when it's on sale, you buy it and you kind of stockpile this stuff. So you know, we'll be using the joint filler before we use the paint, but you know, this is all coming up in the next month here. So I, you know, by shopping the sale and then you know, getting the discount today with the senior discount, I saved about $600 on just this material right here, the paint, between the paint and the drywall compound. So, you know, that's being a savvy shopper and, you know, using those sales to your advantage. You know, $600 is a lot of money that you can put towards something else, you know. So today's video was a little bit different. It's kind of more of a vlog style of video. Just kind of a, you know, bunch of random little things here. You know, just to show you how things are coming along here. I got things cleaned up from the last video. You know, it was kind of a mess in here, and you know, that's the way it looks sometimes. So when you start working and you're doing plumbing and you're doing electrical and you're doing you know, patching, drywall patching and stuff, it kind of gets away on you. But anyways, I got it all cleaned up now, and I just have to finish up a few electrical things. You know, last Friday I was underneath running wires underneath and, you know, bringing them up. So I've got everything up into the space here now, so I can start you know, tidying up the electric. So I'll, you know, video coming on that. We're gonna have a video coming on the plumbing, finishing up the plumbing, the main runs, and also I'm gonna do a pretty in-depth one on the installing this hot water tank back here. So let me know in the comments, folks, do you like this kind of a video? You know, it's kind of a little bit of everything, you know, vlog style, kind of a day in the life of. You know, if you like this, let me know. I appreciate getting feedback from you folks. So let me know, you know, what you kind of like to see. I kind of want to design the content to, you know, to the what you enjoy and what you'd like to watch. So that's it for today. I gotta head back to town and get to my desk and my accounting. Thanks for watching, folks. Bye-bye.